can post this after.
No, no problem. I actually got the questions right here because
Oh,
I'm
okay.
smart and I'm a genius. I screenshotted everything.
Lovely. Well done.
Yeah, so anyways, we can carry on with the stream as normal.
I
No
bet.
problems.
I bet. No stress. Okay. Do you want to read the first question for me?
Okay, so the first question was from Mishka Latif.
Yes.
Can you talk about the topic how to make money in 2024?
Okay, that I
Ladies and gentlemen,
never mind. You take the floor.
ladies and gentlemen, this will be a topic that will come up in one of our next episodes, hopefully very soon, by next week or a week after. We are currently working on it, so be patient. And yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Okay, I think we'll be all right with that one. So, like you said, uh, within the next week or two, we'll probably do another live stream. But the next one, there, hopefully, we'll definitely no scratch. Hopefully, we don't do a hopeful. Yeah, we will be better prepared. Can promise you on that.
uh, yeah,
Um,
very well better
as for
prepared.
the next one, I feel the next one was a relationship question from the same gal, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. Yeah.
yeah. Mishka Latif asks, or any relationship advice about lie, like what considers cheating in a relationship?
Okay. I feel like I've said this already earlier, but you know what? For the stream's sake, I will say it again. When it comes to dating, especially in today's day and age, different people consider different things to count as cheating, right? And certain things that some people will say is cheating, others would not consider as cheating. So, in other words, nobody has established the general norm of what cheating should be, right? That's the first thing. Secondly, when you talk about cheating, what are you talking about in particular? You talking about, oh no, he's running around with another chick behind your back sort of thing? Or are you talking about his faithfulness?
Yeah,
Straightforward. Because here's the thing, it could be many
no,
things. You with me?
yeah, I understand that. It's just the thing is, look, the way how I look at it on the topic of what considers cheating in a relationship. Well, look, I'm a very protective guy. If I do have a woman, obviously I will be a bit protective. I think it's just a natural instinct for all human species.
Mm.
But it's just how I am. That I will say that, look, if I wouldn't really like it if my girlfriend or wife had to go and look at another guy in public or talk to another guy. So it basically, for me, what considers cheating is interacting with another guy that is not in your friend group, that is not in it. Scratch that about the friend group. I don't even want you to be in the friend group with another guy. I'm just being honest. I may sound toxic for us, but I'm just being
Okay,
honest and I'm saying,
okay, do you mind if I ask you a question, Jasmine? There's something I need to ask you. I feel I need to ask this there for the basis of the viewers, right?
okay.
Under the pretense of what you just said, right? Would you
Mm.
wouldn't the other person in the relationship consider you to be somewhat either overbearing or anything to that extent, or are they mellow with it?
Look, the thing is, obviously, in a relationship, there has to be something called respect, and you have to
Naturally.
respect one another. But like what I can say is from my past relationships and my current relationships, then no. But what I can say is that they are very respectful.
Ah, okay.
So they respect it. Okay, let's say I am in business and I am going to be in a meeting with a woman. Um, they will respect it. You know
Yeah.
But look, and same with me, same goes with me. If they are doing a business or anything like that, then I will respect that they have to, speak with another male. But it's just how I am, and I will say that, yeah, there's a lot of things that I consider
Oh,
cheating.
yeah, definitely. Okay, now I understand that in business there's a saying that you guys have what's it? Business and pleasure do not mix, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
true.
on that premise, I'd like to ask you, where do you really draw the line? Because here's the thing, if it's been said before, if you don't have respect in a relationship, you don't really have nothing, right? Because here's the thing, how are
Yeah,
you gonna respect each other's boundaries if you have any? How are you gonna respect the other person as an individual? How are you gonna respect let's say they've been through a lot of trauma, a lot of hectic situations in life.
Yeah.
How do you respect them in their circle there, with that being a premise?
Um, Look, the furthest I will go to answer, because that question that you asked me was a bit of a mix between quite a couple of different questions. But what I can say is that, look, my furthest that I'll go to is with cheating. In the topic of cheating, that I'll actually end up leaving the girl is if a girl has interest in another man, and if I notice that the girl has interest in another man, then I will respect it and I will step out of the way.
So in other words, like if she shows that she wants to go after another guy when she's with you, you'd rather take that step back than let her walk than, you know,
Yeah,
go back and forth, or ask her
yeah.
questions
It's
like,
it's
why
it's
did you
not
do
my
it?
business. I don't look at it like that because I look at it as it's not my business.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, and there's actually one person that actually mentioned something that I feel like I should mention here on the topic of cheating and breakups and whatnot,
Mm,
because cheating leads to a breakup.
definitely.
So there's one special friend of mine. Her name is Nasia, and she noticed, and she actually said something to me. She said that normally people will leave your life earlier than expected, but it's for the best.
Yes, indeed.
I'm a little bit rephrasing it, but basically what she's trying to say is that God takes people out of your life for a reason.
Mm,
You see, and when it comes to that point, because she always uses this example of, let's say, you guys had a child. Okay, yeah, sure. Some people might have already had a child. Congratulations to you.
mm.
There's some people that doesn't have a child yet or whatever, they never got married yet. And honestly, that is for the best. So look at it as there are so many things it's just going to be stopping you, getting in your way, whatnot of the relationship, and you just manage to, bypass it, and now you carry on with your life. You have to do what you're supposed to do, and yeah.
Right, I understand and respect that statement. My word. On that premise, I can actually relate to that, and I'll tell you exactly why. I'm 22, turning 23 this year, right? Wait, am I? Yes, yes. Okay, I am. Sorry. Sometimes you forget your age. Um, Here's the thing.
Okay.
Most of my friends, or most of the people, let me not rather say friends, most of the people who are with me in my class, and I'm saying this publicly, right? More than
Mm,
half of them, more than 50% of them are married, right? More than 50% of them are already thinking of things like family planning, like having kids, that sort of thing. And me, as a 22-year-old, for some odd reason, I always feel like everybody seems to be a step ahead of me. Especially like consider like I know like when we met up a while ago and we spoke about this, um, you do things at your own pace, right? That's the way the world works. Each person is different in their own way.
mm,
Each person will do what they feel is right. Um, sure, there might be some conflict later on down the line because maybe what you consider right and the next person is something else. But personally, I can relate there to those people there who feel like they've been a step behind uh, the standard norm, I guess we can call it, when it comes to life. Uh, more than,
yeah,
and here's the thing: note to self, your people that are friends with you when you are in
yeah,
primary school, high school. I'm not gonna lie. Half of them you'll reach out to them, right? And
yeah,
they won't message back. Period, right? Some of them will blue tick you. I'll be like, okay, that's weird. Others will land up messaging you back saying, "Hi, how have you been doing? Thanks for the love, then chat, appreciate it." Uh, and the worst part of it all is when there's those certain select few people who you genuinely want to reconnect with. You genuinely want to figure out what's been going on in their lives. I know not to be a nosy person, obviously, but catching up has never ever
yeah,
been a bad thing. You with me? Now, those same people, uh, they avoid social media like the plague. So get number one, getting hold of him is difficult. Number two, trying to have a decent conversation with him is difficult. And number
that's
three,
true.
I'm not gonna say it's all of them. There are that select few who I messaged, and they have replied, and some of them were even nice to me. I'll be honest with you. Sure, they might not remember me as much because I mean, heck, I used to be the quiet kid in the corner half the time, and
Yeah,
I was mostly seen and not heard, if that makes sense. The reason being is that I tried to stay away from all the troublemakers in classes and stuff, right? Sure, at a certain point,
yeah,
I'm not gonna deny I was grouped with them. Shame, but at the same time, the memories I've made in school, even though I
yeah,
might not have gone all the way, but the memories that I made, they were really special. Now, when it comes
yeah.
to those types of friendships and stuff, right? Uh, those people, how would you establish to continue a friendship slash relationship with them? Now, I'm not talking anything too serious, just being friends. What would a good
Yeah.
answer for that be?
Well, that's a difficult one, you know, but obviously you shouldn't ever look at yourself that, oh no, you're behind with anything. That isn't the way to look at it.
Yep,
Because some people are just maybe don't look at me as a bad person for saying this, but
no,
some people are late bloomers, and I won't lie, I was also a late bloomer.
relatable.
So keep quiet. Anyway, so yeah, look, the thing is, never ever put yourself down. You know, I had one of my friends actually speak to me and ask me for advice about something not so long ago, and they said that they feel like giving up on a girl that they've been chasing for a while now because
Oh,
they feel like they're gonna mess it up. But
oh,
at the end of the day, that is not how things work, you know.
yeah,
Because at the end of
definitely.
the day, you don't know the future. You can't tell the future. So don't say something that that it could go completely opposite ways,
Yeah, like
you know.
it could be a
Because yeah,
complete
sure,
180 from what you actually think it
yeah,
is. It's just that people haven't gotten out to either remembering that it's you that's there on that mic, or uh,
yeah,
maybe they just haven't gotten the opportunity. Life gets busy, and so are people. I mean, heck,
yeah,
businessmen, businessmen feel it the worst. The reason being is, okay, with being a businessman, your rep does always go up there. When good business is done, right? However,
yeah,
at the same time, like let's say you're a small business starting out, right? Getting your
yeah,
name out there and getting your rep up is difficult at first. And then
yeah.
through things like advertising, word of mouth, heck, the aunties network. I'm sure we all know this. The aunties network, right? There's a million stories in one right there. But bottom line,
Yeah.
it helps the word get around. Heck, I should use the aunties network sometime. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
Mr. BMW says Ijaz is actually smart.
I never knew that. Wow, thank you. I'll take that as a very good compliment.
I bet. Okay, and then Layla says, "Wow, I love you, Muhammad."
Love you too. Thank you for joining the live. I appreciate it.
You had my heart on the edge of the seat right there, bro.
Huh?
No, nothing. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later. Okay. Okay. Let's jump into the next question from the previous live that we did that kind of blew up in my face. Um, what is the next question there on that list, Jasmine?
Okay, so this is actually from Layla herself, the one that
Oh,
loves me very much. Thank you. I appreciate it. I feel it very special. But anyways, hey, if I'm not mistaken, Mohammed is a businessman and a respected one. Yes, I am. Thank you for saying that. Please talk about how to become rich in 2024. Ah,
okay. Here's the
please.
thing. I know a lot of people are asking that same question, right?
Mm,
Jasmine, I'm gonna give you a choice right here, right? This is a 50-50
yeah,
situation, right? I'm not that ball guy from the actual game on TV, right? But bear with me. I'm gonna give you a choice. If you want, I will give you the
mm.
opportunity right now to talk about that if you would like to. And on this,
Look, I won't talk much. I won't
okay,
talk much about it, because there is going to be a very special live that will be broadcasted very soon with one of my business partners, and I'm sure it would be amazing if he could also join in, and he could actually also speak to you one on one about how to make money, but let me tell you what I can say so far. Look, yeah, the reason why people is trying to make money is to become rich, and that is to be honest, rich isn't a thing.
Mm,
Becoming rich isn't a thing because there's no stopping to having as you can have as much money as you want, you know.
mm,
But the way on how to do it, there's different methods on making money for everyone, you know. So for example, Duri, you may have your own way, I have my own way, and Layla, you will also have your own way of making money. The thing is you have to find that special place in yourself to, build up your momentum and your lifestyle. And to be honest with you, one of the one main factors about making money, and this you guys may be very shocked about, but this is one of the most important things about making money, is that you need to figure out your life. That's the first thing. You need to make yourself better you have to make your personality better, make your style better, make your, go and sleep early, wake up early, things like that. That all counts into making money. You have to go to the gym. You have to get more energy, because the more energy you got, the more momentum you'll have in business, the more money you can make, the more people you'll talk to, the more friends that you'll make, and then you can actually become friends with business people, and then you're making even more money. So there's no limit to making money. It just depends on what is your like boutique.
mm. Can I add something to that?
Yeah.
Okay, Layla, here's what you want to do, fam. Here's the thing. I won't be the guy. I won't tell you that I'm the guy who's got all the answers, but from experience and from what I saw people do, I can tell you this, right? Find something that you have a passion for and try and find a way to make money out of it. I'm doing that at the moment. Heck, I'm a music producer as well as a streamer now. Well, currently. I used to stream on Twitch before, but that channel's gone goodbye, but we won't talk about why. Um, Bottom line, what you want to do is find something that you're really passionate about. It can be anything there, from dancing, singing, it can be even drawing, uh, even writing song lyrics, whatever you can find that you are passionate about. Try and find a way to turn that into a job, because that won't just be a job for you. If you play your cards right, that can be a career. And the first
That's
step to all of that is always to be getting your name out there. So talk to people who are in that particular field. Try and get them to answer a few questions for you. Try doing. You don't even really need to do interviews on streams like I am, but oh, hey. Sadly and unfortunately, Valentine's Day this year is gonna be sad. Okay, well for me at least.
a shame.
Anyway,
A shame.
shame. Anyway, bottom line, what I'm trying to tell you is that everybody doesn't realize potential that they have, and I see this on the daily. I see so many talented people when I walk into the studio, and these guys are just sitting in the corner because here's the thing: they have amazing voices, right? Like we discovered this one chick, right? I won't say any names there
Mm,
because of privacy purposes and everything. But there was this
mm.
one girl. She had the most beautiful voice. She's never recorded in studio before. Want to take a guess what job she's doing at the moment?
I'm interested. What job you should do?
Sound
I'm
engineering, bro.
invested.
Think about this for a second. She's got that much of a beautiful voice, right? She isn't using her talent to her fullest potential. There's room to grow there. I mean, like, let's say she plays the cards right, man. Let's say one of us give her some. And here's the thing: it's a small spark of inspiration that does it. You can actually just give her a honest comment about her singing, right? And give it, say, something on the bounds of, oh no, you have a beautiful voice. You should record something. Let that drive move her forward, and then eventually she'll try maybe going there to a school for music, maybe learning how to sing professionally, and then from there, eventually our superstar will debut a career. Think about that for a second. I mean, everybody had to start from somewhere. You with me? Not everybody was always at the top where they had, oh no, they had so much clout, they had so many different opportunities they're moving forward. But I understand at the same time, people also gotta eat, right? And here's the thing: if you're stuck at the moment, right, like as we speak right now, a 9 to 5, sure, it sounds annoying, But at the end of the day, that same 9 to 5 you can use to invest in your own future career. That's how you do it. Every month you put a
Yeah.
certain percentage of whatever you make away, and that day you keep aside there for your career. So then that way, if
Yeah.
you decide maybe in a year or two, you want to go there for let's say you want to go for music lessons, you can go for that music lessons. You'll have the funds to pay for it, and at the end of the day, you'll see once you land up getting back every day from going there to those music classes, you will feel so fulfilled at the end of the day. Ijaaz, you invested. Shame, man. Lela, stop whimpering. He's a businessman. He ain't interested in you. Hey, nah. Hey, yo. No need to
Shit.
be harsh, fam. Remember, we
No.
all fam here. You with me? We all family, which means we should try and hear a person out before we criticize. No hate on you either, Mr. BMW. I'm just saying, one step at a time. Who knows? Maybe if we can grow into a community, we can actually find a way where all of us can actually network together and do something together there that will bring all of us a nice hefty profit. Trust me, it's possible. I mean, me
I
personally,
got a question though.
yes, shoot.
Mr. BMW or BMW go?
Oh no, here we go. Why did I have a feeling this was coming? I was actually trying to talk more so I could actually throw you off that question. Okay, you know what? Shoot.
Okay, carry on.
I'll listen to you. I'll listen to this. Okay, let's see what this is. Mr. BMW, the floor is
Okay.
yours, my guy. Let's see. And
Yeah, what BMW go? Right?
Jazzman, I'm just saying this now on stream. Uh oh no, why did he reconnect? Please don't tell me his power went out. No, load shedding's a pain, but what even? It's only 8 minutes. Anyway, uh, is he with us?
I
Yo,
am back. Sorry about that.
hey, you alive?
Sorry about that.
Must be there for a couple of seconds.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm
worry,
alive.
not with too many bricks, okay? Not with too many bricks.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Okay, we're still waiting for Mr.
I ran into some
BMW's.
technical issues. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no stress. Listen, we're still waiting for Mr. BMW's answer.
Yeah.
While that is happening, I feel like we can jump there to the next question, yeah?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
I bet. Please
Okay.
do the honors. Read the
Sure.
next question out.
Mr. BMW. What BMW got? But anyways,
Okay,
my
yeah.
wife thinks she's entitled to my business. What do I do?
Okay. Your wife thinks that she's
Yeah, but I
entitled to
hope you're
your
not married.
Hey, yo, don't jinx him like that, man. Don't do him like that. Okay, yes, I think I should say. I feel like I should say this. I got no hate on people who are married. My only thing is that I feel personally, I feel like getting married is a lot of commitment, and you shouldn't just jump into those things on a whim. You get what I'm saying? It's a long, messy process, and it takes a lot of time, energy, effort, and respect to allow that relationship to flourish. And people should only really jump in if they're serious about it, and deciding that if they oh bro is 30, damn. Okay, so hold on, bro is 32. Okay, I need to think about this a second. um okay, I don't know if I should call you uncle out of respect or just Mr. BMW, but anyway, here's the thing. If your wife feels like she's entitled to your business, okay, you as a business owner yourself, I know you know for a fact there how much work it takes to climb up the chain there to get to mid to high business, right? It's not easy navigating the business world, right? I'll be honest about that. It really isn't. However, if you are successful and you've made it to a point where you can say your business is reputable, and somebody else randomly feels now that they're entitled to it, doesn't matter that it's your wife, right? You kind of need to be honest with them, right? Be honest with her. Be straight up with them. Tell her. And here's the thing: don't say it in a harsh way either, right? What you want to do is sit her down, ask her, listen, do you have some time to talk? Grab a cup of coffee, whatever. I own BMW Clearwater. Oh, hey, I've been there. Yeah, small world. Note to self, it wasn't for me.
Yeah,
It
me
was
too.
it was for another friend. It wasn't for me, unfortunately. Like the only thing I can drive is my cousin insane. Alia Bamji says, Ijaaz, can I say it? Say what? What's going on here?
Say what?
I'm curious also. And like I was saying, let me just finish there with his question. Sit her down, have a nice, long, but calm conversation with her, right? Try and make sure that she stays passive throughout the entire conversation, right? Let her know that, sure, you might be a business owner. You have worked hard for what you have acquired so far. You've worked hard there to get to the position that you are in at with BMW there in Clearwater. It takes a lot of work and effort and time. You have invested that into your business. At the same time, you've invested basically more or less the same or even more into your relationship with her, right? She, let's say this in a better way. If she needs money, right? If she needs anything from the business, she's welcome to come talk to you, talk about it. But under no circumstances is she allowed to randomly meddle in business matters, matters of the business. Here's the thing, work and pleasure is kept separate for a reason. I'm sure you being a business owner, you know that already. Right? To take it one step further to the answer, even if she does claim or seem that she's entitled, let her know where she stands. Let her know, listen, babes, you're important to me. But here's the thing, my business, I put blood, sweat, and tears into that. Right? I've built it up from the ground up. I've done a lot. It was a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of times when I couldn't find the energy to wake up and go to work, and I did it. I did it. I pushed through. I went on that grind. So at the end of the day, if you need something, come talk to me. But please, under no circumstances can I honestly say that you are entitled to the business. It hasn't become a family business. It's not a family, I don't think it's a family owned enterprise or anything to that extent. So, but like I said, calmly explain it to her, right? If she gets defensive, try and calm her down, bring her a glass of water, or with whatever people at age think. Not no disrespect, right? Um, but here's the thing: try and keep the conversation going, but with her being passive and calm about those. But let her know that you are there for her, right? Don't ever let them think that, oh no, you're too busy with work, your work is your most important thing to you. Sure, work is important, definitely, but at the same
Mm,
time, so is family. You at me?
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And one more thing can I quickly hear Mohammed's side also? Yes, Mohammed, go. Yeah, your turn. Answer the question for him.
Do you sign a prenup?
No.
No, I'm asking for a friend. Like,
Okay.
have you signed something?
All right. Oh, and Mohammed, quick question. I know it's not polite to ask considering we are live. But I'd like to know, are you married in court? Because depending on that answer, it basically adds a lot to this conversation. I'm sure you will know
Look,
why.
unfortunately, he is not dead, and unless unless there was an agreement that she's taking your business. I don't know if you're Muslim or if you are not, but it just depends. But if you are what you call it, but what can I say is that you need to look at it in a way to say, listen, did you guys sign something? Did you guys sign any sort of agreement? I was also put in the same situation as you. I wasn't married. No, it's a
Mm,
different situation, but it's the same situation. But the thing is, there was an agreement that had to be done. So listen, if there's agreement between you two that she does take the business, then unfortunately you are, but if she never signed anything, and plus you did say that you own BMW, it's a pretty big corporation, and for her to say that she wants all your profits in that, yeah, she has to go and speak to BMW from Germany. Basically, they don't know anyone else. You see, they don't know your wife because I will be brutally honest, they don't care about your wife, but they want to know more. Like they don't, they don't want to know anything. You see, you
Mhm.
just have to say, like, was there agreement? Did you sign papers?
Mhm.
Whatever, did you sign papers? And yeah,
Yeah, and something to add to that, as I was saying, if you are married in court, right? Let me give you a scenario. You married in you're the owner of BMW, right? There by Clearwater, right? You married in court. If you are married in court and your wife decides to divorce you, according to the law, unfortunately, she basically gets half of everything you own. It's like practically like alimony. Um, So I hope for your sake that she didn't bring anything random to you there that you just randomly signed. I know you being an owner of BMW, you won't do that sort of things because you understand you need to read the pretext first. I understand that level 100. So as long as you didn't sign anything, I think you'll be fine. Okay, let's just read here quick. Nasira says if you give her water, she'll throw that water on you. Rather don't give her water. No, no. On the contrary, um, water but the reason that I said get to use both water is that here's the thing, and I've learned this about women in my house, unfortunately. Here's the thing, when a woman is pissed, I understand that it technically that conversation is like fencing. It's back and forth, parry, etc., dodge, weave. I really don't like conversations like that. I'll be honest with you. And something that I figured out that works, especially when the women in my house are pissed at me for some reason or the other. I don't even know why. Um, I'll go there to the kitchen. I'll go grab a glass of water, right? Cold water from the fridge, not the stuff. It's taste. And when one of them is complaining or fighting or shouting about something, I'll just take a sip of water. I'll swish it in my mouth, round, 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 and then they'll ask me a question. I'll be about to answer, and I'll just drink it again. And until that glass of water is finished, then I've had time there to cool down, calm down, process everything that's going on, and then finally I'll give them my answer. It's a way for us guys to be able to stall. Oh my god, wait. I'm giving away the strats now. Girls, you two that are on the live, or you three, or however many you are, do not share the strat with everybody, okay? It's a way for us guys to stall, alright? When we're in a tough situation and we can't answer directly on the spot, and we need to actually put our brain power together of what brain power we have left to actually figure out what would a good answer be that wouldn't infuriate her. I've learned that silence is the best solution. Reason being is that regardless about what they're fighting about, they will eventually figure out that what, it's kind of useless to fight and to even argue and go back and forth. It's easier to talk and be able to understand each other. I really feel like that's a way that most people they should rather go on when it comes to things like dating, relationships, and what in everything you do. I feel like that should be the case. Thank you,
that,
Mohammed and Duri. Oh, it's always a pleasure, man. Appreciate you being here. This is our first live in the series, and it's you won't believe me. I was so hyped for this. Reason being is that I never got a chance to interact with people with my fans other than people on Instagram, Facebook, not even Twitter. Barely. I know my Twitter's dead. What type of business do you all own? Okay, IJ, you want to take this one first, Maji?
I own a electric business and I own a steeling corporation where we do importing of steel to South Africa and we supply the government and supply different corporations around South Africa and surrounding countries. Yeah,
That's pretty impressive. Heck, you're doing well for yourself, Maji.
not really. It's slow.
Yeah, no, but remember, with time
It's a bit
comes
slow, yeah.
progress. Remember, you'll make it. Just make sure that you keep
Yeah.
putting in that extra 110% every day. Trust me, you'll move forward.
Mm,
As for
that
me,
that's true.
I got three that I'm currently running, right? Beside my music, I'm running a little side gig on the side. I'm working for a company named Vocal, right? They're the company there that I advertised on my Instagram a while ago, right? These guys, they have tons of artists. I'm doing ghost producing for them, just for the time being. And then on the side, privately, I'm also selling beats, for other music producers. Mm. I got those two side businesses. Then on the other side, from what I decided to start now in December, I'm sure you guys must have seen some of my skits already from my gaming channel. Believe it or not, none of those were staged. I wish they were, but unfortunately, funny moments just seem to happen when I'm around. I don't know why. The
Yeah.
situations I'll get myself into are insane. Lela says, Mohammed, when are you hiring? Oh, sorry. Are you hiring?
Not really, no, not right now. But what you can do is you can email my company and you can email them with your CV and we'll see what you can do.
I bet. Helping the hired hand. Well done. I'm proud of you.
Material@outlook.com.
Okay, maybe must I just type that in chat for you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, repeat it back to
Wait,
me.
should I type it?
Yeah, you type it.
Let me type
You
it.
type it, yeah. You type it. Your side. Ah, Alright. Anyway, yeah, I feel like we're making some good time here. I think we should do these types of things more often, but hopefully next time they with, I don't know, maybe you want to join me for a gaming session or something. If you're interested, you just let me know.
God Mobile, I'm down. Let's run
It
it.
can be called mobile. It can be basically really any game that you can get either on mobile or PC. Particularly, I prefer PC, but if you want to jump to mobile, I do have an emulator, so we can always jump in that way. You with me?
Yeah.
I bet that'll be awesome.
Now, then let's do it. Then let's do it.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, gaming for the future? What? Mohammed, how tall
What?
are you? What? And so it begins.
Yo,
I'm
yo. Oh, okay.
gonna let you take this one.
I'm 6 foot. I'm 6 foot.
You lucky giants. Oh, the Wi-Fi is good
Wait,
up there.
not really. It's very slow. My brain is very slow. I won't lie.
No.
But
Bro, I can
Duri,
guarantee you. Okay, you go.
It looks like you are dragged in with me.
Oh no. I just had to be a smart mouth. Well done, Duri. Well done.
Wow.
Anyway,
Congratulations.
I okay. Hold on, IJ. You've seen me in person,
Yeah.
right? I'm gonna make sure that this is completely legit, right? And it's not rigged at all, right? You've seen me in
Okay.
person recently, right?
Yeah.
Tell her, how tall do you think I am? I have no measuring tape yet at the moment, and if I must go fetch one, I'm worried something's gonna happen here before I get back.
I think it's 5'7".
Yay, 5'7". Bloody giant.
No, I'm just being honest. Wait, you're around Alia's height though.
Yeah, speak about which, how is Al? She good?
Yeah, she's good. She's busy with the real estate in Dubai and that. So
Oh,
she's
that's
amazing.
nice. You say my salams when you get the time.
I will do.
Alright, thanks a bunch, man.
Anyways, so let us jump into the other questions that we got here also.
Yes, we got more questions. I like the questions. People keep those
Yeah.
questions coming. Alright, Jazzy man, let's go.
Nasira. Nasira. You single? I'm joking. Do you think relationships should be 50-50 all the time?
Oh, yes.
Depends.
I was thinking about this earlier in deep thought. Sorry. Um, okay, be prepared. I've been thinking about this not since now. I'm talking like since a while ago, since I used to be in the dating scene, right? I'm talking about back then, right? 50-50 is what's considered to be the standard norm in a relationship according to other people, right? But you'll always find that no relationship, doesn't matter whose relationship it is, there is never a perfect balance, alright? Let's give it to you straight. There is never a perfect balance. However, you will
Hmm.
always find that between the two of you, you're either in there's two types of relationships. There's the people that are trying to one up each other, if that makes sense. Like, oh no, you threw in 70% this month. Oh no, and here's the thing, they don't even talk about it, right? Couples do not talk about this. It's just a math that randomly goes on in their heads. So, oh no, I gave 70% last month. I gotta one up him, damn, otherwise he's gonna equalize with me. And you guys go back and forth like that, you know, you try and do your very best. But me personally, I don't have a good track record. Okay. I've always been in those types of relationships. They're the ones that the type that don't really last, and the ones that do last, they end quick. If that makes sense. I've always been the type of guy to give my 110%, regardless about what the next person does. And besides that, sure, I might have only gotten like maybe 25% at most out from the other person. Not mentioning any names here, but I really feel it's not really about the other person. Alright? And here's the thing, I know I'm gonna sound silly for saying this, but hear my reasoning why. If you wanna be a good person in life, you don't look to what the next person's putting in. Right? You do it out of the goodness out of your heart. You do it there because you understand that, you know, you also came from some bad days, you know. It was some days maybe that you wanted to cry, maybe some days that you wanted somebody there to pat you on the shoulder and that you know it's going to be all right. Maybe even some days that you wanted your future self to come back and warn you about the days that will be ahead. Understand it all, people. And I'll be honest with you, all that you can do, all that you can honestly do is be the best version of you that you can be for that person. And if that person does love you, I say again, if that person loves you, they will appreciate you more for it, and you will start seeing that not by their words, but by their actions. Right? We are human beings. Talk is cheap. Right? However, when you start to see somebody putting in more effort, when you start saying, don't talk about it, right? You don't talk about the effort that they put. But in the back of your mind, you always keep that there to say, you know what? I've put my best foot forward, and now this person is showing me that they're willing to put their best foot forward as well for my sake. That is special. That is proof that you guys respect each other in a relationship. And like I said, nobody talks about this sort of thing, and I really think it's hella underrated. Because here's the thing: when you're in a relationship, more than half of it is panic, right from the start. Reason being is that you worry about what your significant other, your significant partner, what they're gonna think if they must be in your mind for maybe like 3 or 4 seconds. Uh, Mikhail, is that Mikhail or Michael? Michael Joseph, Mikhail Joseph. Um, Mohammed, why don't you reply to your DMs or messages?
Hmm. I try to. No, I don't usually reply, so don't
You asked me
shouldn't
like I
take it as a
must,
pressure.
bro. You asked me like I must know what you did.
Okay, listen, I don't really reply to my DMs or my messages. I'm really sorry. It's just the type of person that I am. But also, I do get a lot of DMs every day. So, I deeply, truly apologize if I don't get to yours. I do
Mhm,
try to DM as much people as I possibly can.
mhm.
But thank you for being in the lives,
Yeah,
Michael Joseph.
we
And
appreciate you.
yeah,
Anyway, so anyway, like I said, to basically bring that question to a conclusion, 50-50 is the standard norm, but at the same time, being in a relationship shouldn't be about the other person's 50-50. It should be about what you can actually bring to this relationship. The uh, it's basically the same like when I was telling you about jobs, right? The passion that you channel into a relationship, you're gonna see results. I'll be honest with you, you really will. Uh,
yeah.
Joseph, he says, Mohammed, what do you think?
Look, if you're a man in the relationship, do what the man is supposed to do, and like provide for his wife or
Mm,
provide for the girlfriend. At the end of the day, you have to be dominant and you have to show that you can do it. You see, because at the end of the day, I would be embarrassed. I don't know, maybe you guys may not look at it like I'm looking at it, but I would be embarrassed if my girlfriend or if my wife has to take out money from her pocket. I wouldn't like that at all. I
mm.
would rather take her from my pocket and show that I am the man I will be able to look after in the future. You know,
Yeah, I understand that completely. In fact, I
but
agree
yet
with
there's no
you.
hate. There's no hate to anyone who believes in 50-50. 50-50 is a thing,
Yeah.
but I just wouldn't. I just
Mm.
wouldn't. Not. No, it's not my. boutique. Yeah.
Guys, comment down below what would you guys say is the norm for you in a relationship. Like, do you go the 50-50 vibe? Is there 70-30, a 60-40? My word, I'm starting to sound like I'm mixing vape juices and stuff again. The VG and PG ratio, that'll be just right. Anyway, do we want can we continue over to the next question, if you don't mind?
Yes, sir.
I bet.
Okay,
What's our
let's
next
see.
question?
So the next question is, Ijaaz is my daily attraction.
Is that a question? Wait, hold up.
I
Does
don't
it
know.
one big
Alia,
question, and it's a question
Alia
in itself.
Bamji.
Does it have a question mark at the end of that statement?
No,
Oh
I
no.
don't know. It doesn't know that.
Okay, hold
No,
on.
Banjo.
Okay, how the English language works is that if there is no question mark at the end of that statement, it's not a question. She's making a statement that you are.
I thank you. I appreciate it. That your
Damn.
daily attraction. That
I should
means
come
a lot.
see what you posting on your social sometime. My word, Mr. Ladies Man.
My wife will kill you though, but anyways,
No,
go
no, no,
for
no,
it.
no, no. I just
Joking, I'm
want to
not married.
see what you are posting about on publicly, not the private DMs. Heck, I don't go near that sector. Okay, I know
No,
when.
no, you should actually go and see what is on my OnlyFans. Maybe that's why.
Wait, what? Hold up.
I'm joking. I'm joking. No,
Wait.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Let's keep this PG.
Yo, you got me in that stage. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. He's just standing
Let's
there
keep this.
menacingly.
Let's just keep
Okay.
this PG. You know.
Okay, yeah. By the way, he appreciates the comment. Whoever said, wait, who said that?
Alia Bamji.
Alia Bamji, he appreciates it. Anyway, okay, shall we continue? Anything else? Is there a next part two to the
Yeah, there's
question?
no that one.
I bet. Let's go.
Ijaz is one of the most kindest and most funniest. He never fails to put a smile on your face.
Accurate. And
Huh?
I know this hasn't been publicly said before, but IRL, me and this guy are cousins.
Yep.
Hence the doctorate in his name.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yes, unfortunately. Like, I mean, if I look back to old Duri, I'm talking like back then when I used to like sleep over and stuff, right? I'm actually
Yeah.
thinking now, then to now, how we've grown as people and how different life is now at the moment. It's actually scary to see how different things have changed.
Yeah. That's true. That
Yeah.
is true. Yeah.
Does she have a part 3 to that? Well, ask now.
Yeah. She does. She just sent that.
Aw, thanks. He appreciates it.
Yeah. That is so appreciated. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, hold on. Michael Joseph, tell us, what do you think of how I think he meant to say, tell us, what do you think of how Mohammed came so far? Sorry, I have to clear my
That's
throat for
exactly
this
what
one.
it's like.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be completely transparent. I've grown up around this kid, right?
Yeah, I'm invested in this.
Yeah.
Be careful. I'll come in. I know where you stay. I know where you stay. Be careful.
Heck, record it. It will last longer. Anyway,
Okay.
so I've known this kid all my life, right? I practically watched him grow up. Sure, there were some times where we fought, we argued, whatever, but I'll be honest, from what he told me back then, plans that he had moving forward. I'll be honest with you, I thought it was some random mumbo jumbo, but seeing today how this intelligent man has actually put pedal to the metal, grinded for making that random statement a reality, that inspires. I'm not gonna lie to you. It really does inspire. Me and him have gone on a hell of a lot of adventures together. And one thing I always appreciate, especially there with the younger youth, watching them grow, watching them make decisions, watching them uh, figure out the pros and cons to situations, try and avoid the bad ones, stick to the good ones, make the right choices in life. Watching all of them do that, it really gives me a sense that there may still be hope for this world after all. even though the world is kind of in a panic at the moment, I'm not gonna even sugarcoat it. It really is in a panic. There's a lot of things happening overseas. I won't mention them in the stream, obviously. I don't. I think I can actually, but we'll deal with that in the next segment. What is one thing Mohammed did that made you proud? Okay, story time.
Oh
Uh,
God,
do you want to start? Do you want to start cringing now or later?
Michael Joseph, bro. What you trying to do here? What you trying to get at? By the way, ask me. I'm just trying to ask you. I don't
Really?
know you, but what you trying to ask?
You see me public like, no, I do not know this man. All right, so here we go, and this is honest to God. Here's the thing. There was a point in our lives where I didn't speak to this guy for maybe about, I think maybe a year. I think it was around about a year, right? And then and here's the thing. This is still like Lil Jazz man, right? Lil Jazz, and this guy messages me at random one day and says, "No, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing another. I'm starting business now." And that actually got me thinking for a second. Where is the Ijaaz that I used to know? Because here's the thing: taking that next step, the first step is always the scariest. That's something people tell you in life, and it's completely true, right? The first time that you ever jump onto a live, it's a scary experience. The anxiety that's pent up is something else. But moving forward, regardless about that fear, right? Moving forward, regardless about the what ifs and what could go wrong and those types of things, it takes courage to take that step in life. And personally, I take my hat off to you. Reason being is that you did what you said you were going to do. And for that, my G, you got my respect.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Anytime, man.
I really
Anytime.
appreciate it.
Okay. Shall we continue to the next
Any more
question?
questions?
Wait, we got
Any
no.
more questions, guys?
Wait, hold on. Are we out of questions on the other sheet? Oh no.
Yep.
Yeah, it starts. Mohammed, what car do you drive? Oh.
I drive a Toyota Conquest.
No. Joe, we call it Blue Prius.
Okay, there's
Straight up.
actually since this will probably be one of our last questions. I'll let Abdurrahman tell you a bit of a story time.
Oh
Our
no.
name Busy actually seen you was my first with my car in person for the first time. He actually seen my car
Mm-hmm.
that I bought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna spoil the entire story. You still gotta answer the question. Remember, I asked you the question, right? So what I'll do is I'll basically tell him what's up. I won't ruin the answer, and then you'll give the answer at the end. Sound good?
Okay, you just telling the story. You just telling the story of how everything came into place, and then I
Mm.
will go on to say what car do I drive. All right.
I
Let's
bet
do it.
I won't
Please do.
spoil it for you. I promise. I won't. Okay, so
Okay.
this guy, right? He pitches up here by my place, and I'm busy sitting in my room, busy working on a track, right? Because I remember that that the track that was coming out back then was, I think it was one of my remixes, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so bottom line, this guy pulls up to my place, right? I don't know it's him outside. Note to self, I don't know it's him. He starts revving this car, and I'm wondering, and I actually screamed out to my dad, "Hey, dad, look, it's another show off outside." And he says, "Yeah, hey, these guys, they're all over now." And believe it or not, I go back there to messing around with my track, and I kid you not even 20 seconds later, my dad busts through my door. "Hey, your cousin's here." I'm like, "Well, we got a big family and we're Indian. Which one? Come on, you need to specify in the state."
Hey, yeah.
And he starts giving me some random long story, something about my cousin's auntie's brother's father's dog's name or something to that extent. I'm thinking to myself, okay, hold on, no more messing around, real stuff. Who is it? He says, "No, it's Ijaaz." I'm like, "Ijaaz is here? At this very moment?" in the flesh? He says, yeah. I'm like, did his dad get a new car or something? And yes, I didn't even bother looking out my window because I'm too like shell shocked, right? I'm busy like sitting here frozen. And believe it or not, my dad's like, yeah, no, he's on his own this time. He's got a car. I'm like, Jasmine drives? Because like remember we haven't seen each other for like a long time before that, right? And
Okay.
I go outside. I don't. My hair is messy as hell because I pulled a all nighter. Busy with it working on this track, and then I get outside onto my balcony. I look down, and believe it or not, there's this guy in the flesh walking out of his car like a boss, sitting there with sunglasses, putting them here behind his collar. You know, walking like a real G. You know, a real Andrew Tate sort of guy, right? Um, for it, but anyway, I'm enjoying this. Oh, thanks, appreciate it. Anyway, so he finally comes up here my stairs, and I'm still shell shocked. I'm like, no, this is imposter. This has to be the IJ I know. He didn't drive. Well, as far as I was concerned, he didn't drive. Sure, he rode a motorbike. I know that from experience, right? I did not know he's been driving cars. There was a long period of, as I said, there was a long gap in which I didn't get to see this guy, right? And we had a little reunion. I saw him. I was like, dude, is that you? He says, well, I don't know who else it could be. I'm like, okay, give me a second. Let me just pinch myself. I don't believe this is going on. Maybe this is just a dream. Pinched myself, realized it wasn't. Jaw dropped even further. My father, sitting in the background, is breaking himself laughing, watching me and my shell-shocked state. And I tell this guy, the first thing I tell him, even before I even greeted this guy, I got like 21 questions. Would you like to answer them? And so we ended up catching up. And don't worry, eventually I did greet him. Normally that's the first thing I do, because that's the first thing I do when I meet anybody, right? But he ended up answering those 21 questions. And sure,
What was those 21 questions?
it was everything from what you've been doing from then till now. You got a M.I.D. When did you get the car? Damn, do you have your license yet? All that sorts of stuff. I was asking you questions back to back. It was from what you told me before, it was a stressful experience. Reason being is that you know I'm Indian. You know I talk a lot.
I was still a nonsense person. I still pulled up there with like a girl in the front and whatever.
Yeah, the true story, by the way. He pulls up and he's like, I only see the girl walk behind him afterwards. After he's answered this 21 questions, I was like, hold on. Is she? I point to her and then I'm trying to now signal her to give me a yes or a no so I don't have to look like an idiot bloody answering. And she nods. And I'm like, hey. He grows up so fast. I wanted to start crying there, seriously.
You are like the sad father right here on that spot.
Yeah, I felt like a proud father in that moment because, okay, I'm not gonna feel my. Hold that thought. There's a second part to that. Don't order just yet. Here's the thing. In all the time that I've known him, there's been certain times he's come to me for advice. Whether I give good or bad advice is not the point here. Note to self. That's not the point here. The point is that being older than your younger cousins and things, you basically expected to set the bar, right? Sure, I might not have been able to set the bar when it comes to like financial freedom and all that sort of things, right? I'll be honest about that. However, when it comes to being a real person, and what do I mean when I mean that? I mean somebody there who doesn't say things that they don't mean. Somebody who's a go-getter. Somebody who, regardless about how bad you're suffering, regardless how much you're whining, they will basically take that extra step there to give you that leg up, that motivation that you need, and that determination that you need to push forward in life, regardless of whatever you do.
Yeah.
So, bottom line,
guys,
okay,
one thing that I can say is that from a very young age I was always mixed up. I was all over the show. I never knew what I wanted in life or anything like that. I was 24/7 going to Abdurrahman, asking him for advice, advice. And I won't lie, he used to give me the best advice anyone could ever give. And to be honest, there's one credit that I can actually give to how far I gotten in life. Who actually made this possible for me is possibly Abdurrahman, because he actually helped me, like looking at help me in a financial way. And he actually did, but also how he managed to help me was by giving me the right advice to actually do what I'm doing right now. Like all the advice that he gave me, I implemented it into my life, and this is how I actually came this far.
No,
And I wouldn't even say I'm possibly so far, but there's always more. And this is one thing that Duri has always taught me, is that there's always more to life.
oh, but
And
thanks, man. I appreciate that. It
I'll
really,
just push to the max that I possibly can.
it really does mean the world coming from you. Considering, I mean, like who knew little Jazz man was going to spike up so quickly, you know? And I'm not talking about height. Note to self. I'm not talking about height. I'm not talking about second height. I'm talking about life in general. Okay.
Okay, and also to answer the question on what car do I drive a Toyota Hilux.
You're really gonna say that to a BMW owner? Okay. Yes, man. Come on, man. Just tell him, man. Just tell him. Yes, of course. You already. Hold on. Just sorry to break your word, Jasmine. 1 second. I need to tell this guy what you did on your way out. On your way out here from my driveway. God.
Oh God.
He offered for me to go for a drive in his car, right? Like I said, still not spoiling it. Jasmine, you better tell the truth after this. Um, Here's the thing. This guy decides, oh no, he's got this awesome car, and it's got this sick engine in it that he's also done some work on, obviously, and he even got a new exhaust. Basically made the thing fancy, really updated it proper. So this guy on the way out, he first asked me, listen, are you busy now? Do you wanna come with the drive? I told him, listen, and sorry, maybe I'd take a rain check. Reason being is that I'm still busy with the track there by me. It was great seeing you though. And then upon him leaving, he gets in, door still open, starts the car, greets out the window, gets back inside the car, closes the door. And how this maniac pulled out of my driveway like a certified OG boss, revving that car. And here's the thing, my road here from my after my driveway, it's a long road, right? And it basically goes all the way up here to the tunnel there where they got the stop streets. You turn left and then there's robots there, right? I shouldn't be saying this on stream, but anyway. Bottom line, you can hear this guy put foot because he first goes the other way, makes a U-turn right there on the top there where the street starts, right? They were near the trains, there by the train station, right? And it comes all the way down, putting I'm talking full acceleration, right? Full gas. And this guy is making so much noise. And here's the funniest part of this whole story. He gets to the stop street. There's like a little speed bump, like not a little speed bump, how to explain it? It's like a little hill, alright? There's a hill. This dude gets onto that hill, turns left, gets there by the robots. You can hear it through the tunnel, and you know where the tunnel it echoes, right? I can hear that from my place. And this guy goes speeding all the way there past the garage. I kid you not. The whole way there and pass. I must have heard his car still for 30 seconds, but I could hear it was getting further away. Reason being is it's getting softer in the distance, right? But I could hear this guy's car from all the way there. It was insane. Ah, God. And what was is my mother's my mother's face expression. Here's the thing. One thing that the stream should know. My mom. Here's the thing. Not to hate on Mama Bear or anything, right? My mom's not exactly tech savvy. She's new to Android phones. If that doesn't sum it up, I don't know what does.
That's true.
She's not really Okay, well, she can type, but she's not like heavy computer literate, right? So she's still stuck with the old way of doing things, if that makes any sense. So anyway, I'm coming back inside because heck, there's no reason for me to stand outside and bake in the sun anymore. And she tells me, Hey, this car makes some nice loud noise. I'm saying, yeah, hey, it must have done it proper. She says, yeah, it goes vroom vroom. I could not get over that. And for months on end, every single time I get into my dad's car with my mom, I say, Ma, must we make vroom vroom like it just does? And she bursts out laughing each and every time. It doesn't matter how many times I say the same joke with her, right? It's funny each and every time.
No,
Seriously.
that's
And
actually special.
and it got to a point where my dad started joining in. And you know when the guys you guys think it's bad when women synchronize on the periods. Imagine when guys are like this. They look at each other at certain times when they see something that they recognize from the past.
Wait. Keep in mind. Your father was actually proud of me. For the first time, I actually knew he was proud of me.
I know, and the fact that he continuously spoke about you after that was hella annoying. He's like, and here's the thing: Indian parents, note to self, they're very judgmental. All right, I don't care what my dad has to say about this. I'm saying this on stream.
Extremely.
And here's the thing, man, maybe it's just my father. I won't say it's all Indian parents. Some parents are very supportive. I will not deny that, but mine in particular, every freaking time he sees me come out of my room, hey, yeah, you see, Jazz is driving now. I say, yeah, no, I see, now, like, he's moving up in the world. He say, yeah. So, tell me something. Why can't you be more like Jazz? And I told this, I swear, till this very day, I do not stop hearing that. Right? And note to self, my dad is very difficult to impress. I came out first out of 10 grade 10s. First
I'm
out
proud
of
of you for that one.
out of nine
I'm proud of you for that.
9 classes of grade 10s. I was the first one to top marks in mathematics, right? You want to take a wild guess what he tells me at the awards evening?
Why weren't you top 5?
He says, no. I got top place like throughout all 9 classes of grade 10s. I was the top one
Okay.
person who got
Yeah.
the top marks, right? In maths.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks, appreciate it. You want to know what he
Do you
tells me?
use that maths right now?
Obviously, heck, I'm not gonna lie. It does help. It does help in real life. I'm not gonna cap. But anyway, you want to know what this guy tells me? And this actually,
What?
I'm still holding a grudge till this day. I don't care what he says. I'm holding a grudge for that until this day. He tells me, and here's the thing: the ceremony is not even done. I just went up there with my certificate trophy, put on that that fake smile, the fake smile, because I've lost my smile back then. Back then I was like, I was in a whole different my vibe. I was very depressed and whatever. I was a different person back then, right? I put on a fake smile, right? And I stand there, pose there with a trophy and with a certificate in my hand. I'm walking back to sit down. I'm walking past him. He shakes my hand and he says, "Okay, so where are the others?" I say, "Oh my word! They wanted, they wanted to be at one of the kids' awards evenings so badly. They never got it right with my sister. I'm the last sibling in the house. They finally get it right with me." He had all that prep time. I'm talking years, bro. Years, right?
Yeah.
And he decided to mess it up in 3.5 seconds.
Oh,
After
that
that,
guy.
I told myself, you know what? It's about time I stopped trying to impress people, and I'd rather just become a go-getter who does what he says and goes after what I want in life. And from before then already, note to self, during school, I was actually running my music. I was producing music, coming out with new tracks. I was distributing them. I was making my own cover album art for it. One man show. Notice how people, I have no PR team behind me. Even till now, I'm still a one man show. I don't have any PR team behind me. I don't have anybody who's a editor or anything like that. Anything to that extent. Not even a manager at the moment. Hint, hint. If any managers out there looking, I've been a one man show since day one, right? And that's the
Yeah.
one thing. That's the one thing my dad can never take away from me. Because here's the thing, and I even got insults there from the fam at a certain point, right? From talking like from my dad's side of the family. And here's the thing. I finally get to say this now. And I normally am a humble person, Jasmine, but I have to apologize for this one time that I'm not gonna be. If you search my name up on Google, my full name and surname, it comes up.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. What comes up when you search up your name? This is the revenge strat of 2024.
Nothing.
What you mean
Just
nothing?
an entrepreneur.
Not even an entrepreneur, bro. Like, here's the thing. I got one of my cousins, right? He's basically doing this imports and exports thing. Had a place they called Baby Bugs or something to that extent. And from there, he landed up doing up his business proper. Okay, sure. Hats off to the guy, right? No hate, right?
Yeah.
But the only part that really F's me, what do I mean by when I say F? The only part that really pisses me off, right? To a vast extent, is when people can see that you're trying. They see that you're trying your best. You're putting your best foot forward. You're trying your best to make it somewhere in the world. Now, here's the thing. You got one of two choices as an individual. You can motivate, or you can kill their dreams, right? Why be a snob if you get the opportunity to make well?
Yeah.
Why put another
That's
person
true.
down when you have the opportunity to motivate them, push them so then they can do what they do even better, and to a point where they can even find some inspiration from you? You with me?
Yeah.
Like, our vibe is completely different from this. I'll be honest with you. Like, here's the thing. I gotta be honest about this on stream. I've stopped going out for Eids many years ago. I've stopped visiting family on Eid. I started putting more time for myself, because I've always used to neglect myself because the world around me was always too busy, right? So I started putting myself first. If I don't want to do something, I'm definitely not gonna do it, right? But the things that I know that have to be done, I will do, and I'll make sure that I get that and everything else planned in, slotted in the schedule ahead of time even. So then that way there I can actually get done with work that has to be done later, earlier, and that way be ahead of the game myself. That's the way go-getters go at it. You with me?
Yeah.
So
That's true.
it's a step-by-step process, but like I said, the one thing that pisses me off the most is when people start being snobbish with you. Like, here's the thing, you started a company. Congratulations. My bloody hat goes off to you. And heck, I respect you. But did that turn you into a different person? That is the main question. Because you see,
No, there is something that I'm even gonna say it for our next podcast is that I'm gonna say it straight. Don't change. No
yeah,
matter what, no matter how much wealth you got, don't change.
accurate. Don't let money be the thing that changes you. Let money be
Yeah.
the thing. Sure, money can drive you, sure, but don't let it change you. What car does this guy drive? Bro, you still haven't told him what car you freaking drive. What? Oh man. Please tell him the truth this time.
I won't say what type, but I will say that I drive a BMW. It's a
Yeah,
decent
baby.
BMW.
Let's go. Finally.
But I won't say what type of BMW due to obviously privacy reasons and everything.
Shame it missed the BMW. I feel so sorry for you. Reason being is that I'm talking about so many different things here and so many topics at once. And all
Hey,
that
that's
you
why he's fully
really
interested in cars, eh?
all that you want to know is what this guy drives. Shame. I'm so sorry for stalling for so long, but there's a process to these sorts of things. And me, I got a problem. When I lose my process, let's say I got a one-track state of mind, right? There are so many things. Heck, have you ever heard a story from an Indian? There's a pre-story, there's the origin story, there's the after story, there's the mid-side character story. There is so much. It contributes to this one thing this person's talking about, of how the cat got onto the roof. Nice. What
Yeah.
car do you drive, Duri? I got a Gilly. Note to self. Not the best car. I'll be honest with you. It is not the best
But
car.
it's actually nice. It's
Yeah.
nice.
The
I
golden.
like it.
Did you see what my golden turtle looks like at the moment? Did you really?
Yeah, it's nice. I like it. I'll drive something like that. It's lighter, it's better, yeah.
Yeah, but note to self, parts are bloody difficult to get. They do say that some parts you can like swap out with Toyota because like it's basically so close to each other. They're more or less the same, right? But I still prefer talking to Gilly themselves to find parts and stuff. But as for here's the thing, there's certain things in your car that shouldn't just break so easily. For example, I have gone through. Here's the thing: we got the car, I think, in what was it? I think around about 2012. Yeah, 2012. We got the car, right? Within the first year,
Yeah.
we have lost 4 buttons to unlock and lock your door, right? Note to self, 4 of them,
Yes.
right? We've lost a window, right? Okay, but that's probable cause. A lot of gangsterism and things in my area, obviously. We have lost the grill. I'm not joking about this. We have literally lost the grill. And if that wasn't bad enough, in hot days like this, the window winders don't work. We can't put the windows down. Note to self. When I say this car has seen better days, I am not joking. I have tried to get hold of Gilly, try and find some of the parts, try and switch them out, but they extremely difficult to get if you actually try and get hold of Gilly
But I'm sure
themselves.
it's cheaper, isn't it?
Like, let me give you an example, right?
It should be cheaper.
It should be cheaper, but unfortunately, life states otherwise. I'll give you an example. For the Merc, right? You remember when they had that shooting nearby us, and the guy was like in between the two cars. That day they most broke the driver's side window. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
All right. So let me put you in the picture. This is now before COVID, right? Right?
Yeah.
Just before COVID. Before COVID, Mercedes was charging round about 500, 600 rand for that window in particular, the driver's side window, right? After
Yeah.
COVID, you want to know how that price increased? At the moment, right? And here's the thing: COVID's been over like a while ago, right? It's been a hot minute. That is 1.5 for that same window. And in other news, I still have a bullet in the roof of the car. And here's the thing: the police tell me themselves, "Oh no, we need to fish it out of the roof." Like, we come with the tools equipped there for drilling into our own Mercedes's roofs. No, I don't know. I'm surprised the bullet missed the sunroof though. I definitely thought that's what it would have hit, but it seems not. And like I said, the parts for Gilly, even worse. If you want decent parts on a Gilly, it's gonna be hella difficult to get. I'm actually thinking now of getting another car, basically just a daily commuter. Sort out the A, B, and C. Get from point A to point B. I don't really look for much in a car as long as it can get me to my destination safely. Note to self the word there, safely.
Yeah.
I'll be more than happy. I mean, from flying off a Ninja 400 and that bike being a write-off to this, I mean,
I wanna ride a Ninja 400.
yeah,
So badly.
trust me, it was way too much power for me to handle on the highway. I still got bruises from that. I got a portion of my back here scraped off there because of that. It was gnarly. Okay, Mr. BMW says, all right, I'm gonna sign off now. Very exhausted. I not stressed, man. Hey, you have a good night, and hey, stay tuned for the next stream, and do subscribe to Abdurrahman Doctor Music as well as Duri Games for more content. Planning on doing some lives on my my music channel as well. For how I make my music. Other than that, subscribe there to Jazzman as well. Dude, you got a link to your channel?
I don't have a channel.
You don't have a channel at the moment. Alright, well, following them there on Instagram. Heck, drop your Instagram tag there. Or probably already following you, who knows. Let me just drop mine, just so that people know. Underscore here. Whatever content I notice that whatever content I post to Duri Games and Abdurrahman Doctor Music, you'll find most of it on my Instagram at doctorate_year786. Check me out there and stay tuned because last announcement for the night, we got 2 releases, right? Today's the 9th. Tomorrow's the 10th. On the 10th of February, I got a new track releasing. And if that's not awesome enough, on the 17th is a track that I'm very proud of. It's gonna be awesome. I'm dropping a music video for it as well. The music video is already ready to be aired and stuff. I've already set it up. It just comes down there to that day dropping. So please, people, do join us for that release. It's probably going to be one of the biggest drops of my career. I'm hella excited of it. The track's name is Light
I'm
Out.
also excited.
Thanks a bunch, man. The track's name is Light Out. Do keep an eye out for it. Let's say do more podcasts with Mohammed. Nice meeting you, Mohammed and Duri. Cheers. Alright, thanks a bunch, man. We appreciate you tuning in. Have a good night and God bless, man.
Good night, bro.
Alright. Okay, so overall, how was your first live experience? Tell me a little about it.
No, it was actually nice. It's I like to interact with a bit of my fans, people who follows, and I'm sure same thing for you. You also like to interact with them.
Yeah, definitely.
So, it's a good way to interact with different people, because to be honest, most of the people here that was actually sending things, yeah, don't even know them.
Yeah,
But it's nice to know that, what I do have those people who is following my pages and so forth. So I actually respect them a lot. But
definitely.
yeah, and it was also amazing busy being on this podcast with you. I think maybe what we should do for the last podcast of the series um, is I feel like we should do something special, uh, something that that should make everyone excited and whatever,
We do a podcast together.
and do a podcast together, but in person.
Oh yeah. By the way, I wanted to run something by you real quick. What do you think of us? How would you like to podcast with me for on release night for Light Out? And then
Yeah, I'm actually down.
the best part about it is that we will be taking our first look at the music video live on stream.
Let's do it. I'm,
I
I'm actually
bet.
fully
Let's
down for it.
go. And then okay,
Yeah.
there's just one other thing that I need to go over then. Um my distributors finally sent me my smart link there for the track that releases tomorrow. I don't know why they're so late. I need to actually make a complaint to them,
Yeah.
to Ditto Music there, because the reason being is that smart links I should always get earlier than the release date, at least a week in advance, so that way I can build a campaign, like a campaign. You with me? Anyway,
Yeah.
guys, do check out the music channel. Check out Duri Games as well. There's a couple of skits there that you'll probably laugh for. So, heck, have a good laugh on me. Thank you guys all for tuning in, and you all have a very good night. And like we always say on Duri Games, stay frosty. I'll catch all of you guys in the next one, and have a good one, everybody.